What is good with you, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Travis Kinley coming back to you with another one here in somewhere Louisiana, Highway 95, I believe it is, heading westbound to old Henderson, Nevada. And it is freaking early in the morning. It is approximately 1:30, and yes, I am just getting my day started. Uh, Shut down pretty early yesterday, and I think I'm gonna talk about this later because it was on my mind earlier today when I woke up. But shut down pretty early yesterday because I got started very early yesterday, and me and the guys I'm rolling with, we're trying to beat a decent sized storm system coming coming down the kind of plains area. So we're pounding it, right? We're moving as soon as the 10-hour break is up. You know what I mean? So that would be why I'm driving at freaking 1:30 in the morning here. So, nevertheless, everything's good. I mean, we're getting it done here. Yeah, right outside of Lafayette. I remember passing that. Yeah, so we're getting it done. We're getting it done. That's the whole point, right? Get the job done. So yeah, shut down early, but you know, we have a leader amongst us, and our leader, I received message that our leader was pounding the ground because he wants to not get caught in a snowstorm, or not snowstorm, but it's like a basically you think just high winds. I don't know if you call it a windstorm, but the storm system was going to produce high winds, and we weren't interested. So that would be why I'm up right now. I don't usually start driving at no doggone 1:45 in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. So I mean, first of all, because my sleep pattern was all messed up, when I went to bed so early, I woke up a couple times throughout my 10-hour break. Um, just because it felt off for me, and then even after that, oh, let's get my climate right here. Then even after that, then I woke up maybe 2 hours before my alarm was going to go off, and since I'm doing a strict 10-hour break, I mean, 2 hours is a lot of time. You know what I mean? That's a lot of time, dude. But it is what it is. No big deal. No big deal. I will tell you this though. A lot of people, let's speed up a little bit. One thing about it, man, when I start driving, like the first hour, I am not ready to do 70 miles an hour. Like, you got to give me time before I'm ready to be speeding everywhere, all this other stuff. Nevertheless, man, look how dark that looks on the camera. Nevertheless, life doesn't really look that well. I guess it actually does look kind of that dark out here. But nevertheless, I know a couple days ago, some days ago, I posted a little YouTube short on my social media of me and some guys hanging out in lawn chairs, just enjoying the weather, having a good time. Oh, let me drink my coffee here. And that was cool. And people sent me kind of jokes. What are you doing? Y'all being lazy? Oh my gosh, look at you guys. Y'all ain't working. Yada yada yada. And I don't know. Y'all know me. I don't care, dude. Doesn't matter to me. Like whether it's jokes or whether you really think I'm not working, I don't care one way or the other. But what isn't often posted because you can't really see it. I can't really show you what it feels like to pound the pavement like this. You know, I can't show you what a 10-hour break actually feels like. You know what I mean? So what's not sensationalized, what's not shown is when we're working hard like this here, and you got a 10-hour break, and you need to be sitting in your seat at 9 hours and 45 minutes waiting on your 10-hour break to be up so you can, log a pre-trip, even though you've already completed your pre-trip. You know what I mean? You don't see that part, man. You don't see that part. You know, you mainly only see the part where, we're just sitting in lawn chairs because that's easy to shoot. It's easy footage. So here I am, 2 a.m. Just got started, left my business phone in the back, so oh well. Have to get it next time I stop. Here I am, man. Thing is, dude, you know, I'm just gonna be plain, dude. Take it how you want to take it, but take it. What the type of gig I'm working right now is a very desirable gig, right? This is what drivers work toward. This is what drivers hunt for, right? And me, I didn't get it because of, you know, tenure at Landstar or my name being known out there or anything like that. I got it simply because of being in the right place at the right time, and just like it was really that important to get right in front of my truck. Being in the right place at the right time, and just always making sure, when I'm talking to folks, I'm presenting myself in a professional manner. Right? That's the reason I'm here. Right place, right time, relationships and resources. Right? Nevertheless, you know, this gig here I mean, there are a lot of relaxed moments. When we can sit in a lawn chair, hang out in the grass, order food, etc., etc. Um, However, there are also moments like this. It's like the guys on the team I'm on, we know well how to do nothing. I give you that. If you watch that video, you gave me a hard time. We know well how to do nothing. Okay? And it's not difficult to do nothing well. For some people, it is. You're a busybody, whatever the case may be. But generally speaking, it's not difficult to do nothing well. What is difficult for some people is to be able to flip the switch between do nothing well and, pound the pavement, bust your rear end. And to not only to know the difference, but to know when which is needed and appropriate. And I think that's one of the differences between the guys on my team and then just regular guys. You know, um, if there's another load that needs to be picked up, and we're watching the weather, we're trip planning together, we're bouncing ideas off of each other, and if there's a way to, you know, increase the probability that we are where we need to be for the next load, we're going to do whatever it takes, even if that means go to sleep at 5:30 in the afternoon and wake up at 1:30 in the morning. Right? Whatever it takes, we're going to do whatever it takes to be where we need to be. And as silly as that may sound, right? If you're anything like me, you're going to think that sounds silly, and I totally get you. But believe it or not, there are so many people who just do not do that. A lot of people just don't do it. I don't know why. I have no idea why. I can't really understand it. I remember a guy telling me one time he had received 10 service failures or disciplinary measures, for those who don't understand what a service failure is, within like 2 or 3 months because he was just late. It's like, what is the issue, man? And he worked where I work, so I know it's not because your company is setting impossible appointment times. That's not it. You know, something else. So, I mean, I don't know. That is part of the reason. That is part of what makes our team different from other drivers. Some drivers say, well, it is what it is. It's the weather. There's nothing I can do about it. And then other drivers say, what can I do? Ain't no need for me to sit around talking about what I can't do. Ain't nothing I can do about what I can't do. But what can I do? See what I mean? So, I don't know. Another difference is that our team is not put together only by, you know, people who can drive a truck or people who are on time, but also put together with people who, you know, work well as a cohesive unit. You know, it's not just who can drive a truck; it's also who can work well together. Y'all say hey to Pam. Hey Pam. So I don't know. That's what I got going on right now in life. I'm pounding the pavement because that's what needs to be done. And you come into trucking with that attitude, and eventually you're going to meet the right person. You're going to get on in a gig where sometimes you can sit in a lawn chair, enjoy the sunshine, and still be profitable for the day and for the week. Just as profitable as when you're running a 600-700 mile day. So that's that, y'all. I'm going to sign off here. We're going to, let's see, it's about 2 a.m. Probably going to wait till the sun comes up a little bit so y'all can have some better footage unless something comes to mind and I feel like running my mouth. Uh, Other than that, stay tuned. Be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are back. We are back. I just took a 30-minute break after 7 hours of driving, 6 hours and 55 minutes, same thing. And we're getting back on the road. I am pretty doggone tired, to be honest with you. Um, let me set my GPS. Golly, you think I was sitting in my doggone chair? I don't even know how long just now on break. You think maybe I'd have set my GPS? Here, let me get moving first. But anyways, yeah, man, I am beat, dude. I am absolutely beat. Didn't sleep that great last night because I'm not used to sleeping during the day, So it's kind of like I woke up once or twice, middle of my sleep. So I don't know. I might have slept 5, 6 hours. So it makes for a long day, that's for sure. Makes for a long day. But that's all right. We got like 4 more hours of work to do, and we can go to sleep. And I'm definitely looking forward to that. Drove through, what was that, San Antonio a little while ago. Oh my goodness, man, what a pain. What a pain. I don't like that type of stuff, man. I tell you, there aren't too many things that bug me about this job, but city traffic is one of them. I definitely intentionally pass through city traffic in the morning, like before the sun comes up, way early morning, or I will do so, late at night, in the middle of the night when you think everybody's, asleep or whatever. But today could not be avoided. So it kind of is what it is. You just deal with it. Deal with it and keep on trucking. Nothing you can do. So, went through San Antonio, super pain in my rear end, got it done. So glad to be on the other side of that. San Antonio isn't just as bad as Dallas is, but no, I can't say that. It's not that bad. It's actually not close to being as bad as Dallas is. But I was gonna record, but I know how frustrating some cars make me, and I just didn't feel like doing it this morning. I think I was feeling a little hangry, anyways. So it's like, no, not right now, man. I'm just gonna get the job done. But then after I got on my 30-minute break and ate and everything, it's kind of like, all right, let's record something. Nevertheless, we're getting it done. Tell you what I'm looking. I just had you may have seen it if you follow this channel pretty well, but just had a buddy of mine say 618 miles. Just had a buddy of mine say, like, hey man, my deadhead for the past 8 days was only 288 miles, and 160 of it was me going back to the house, you know. And I thought that was funny. He was like, "Thanks, man. It's definitely best move for me." He was talking about coming to Landstar from Prime, so I thought that was kind of funny, just because I don't know. First, number one reason I thought it was funny is just because I'm fairly confident that that deadhead amount is going to get a lot better as he continues. And number two, just because I was like, man, I don't know, you did it. Don't thank me. I didn't do anything, man. So, I mean, that's cool though. Happy for him. Very happy for him. Me personally, I am. I'm looking forward to getting on the load board for. What do I have? I think I have about 2 weeks of load board. So I'm looking forward to getting back on the load board just to see what's been going on. You know, well, let me fix this phone a little bit. Yeah, just to see what's been going on the load board, see what the rates are looking like, see what I can put together. I'm thinking about the money, which I need to tell my wife this. Maybe I need to talk to her before I post this video, but I'm thinking about the money I make on the load board in between gigs. Thinking about using that to pay off the rest of her truck so we can kind of compound, our efforts in tackling debt with the money that I'm no longer paying for the truck every month. Listening to some Dave Ramsey earlier this morning, I was like, man, I need to get on my job, dude. What have you been doing, man? So I've been saving money, don't get me wrong, so that's good, but I do want to take care of the debt. So, I mean, that's what I do, man, when I drive, which, to be honest with you, this is the first time I've done a vlog like this, but I've kind of enjoyed it today. Enjoying it right now, but usually when I'm driving, man, listening to books, listening to podcasts. One podcast I recently started, I think I started it either today or this morning. Time's running weird because I ain't sleeping right. But freight, freight, freightonomics or freightonomics, something of that nature. I have to look it up, but that's been a great podcast put on by FreightWaves, some guys who work for FreightWaves, I guess. I'm not exactly sure. But it's been a really good podcast. I've really enjoyed listening to that. Did about 2 episodes. So I think I started today. No, I think I started it yesterday. Only got halfway through. Got a call in and then continued today this morning. That's been good. Let's talk about market numbers, volume. Y'all saw me almost hit that bird. Volume. Just a lot of and what they interpret from that data. So that's been really cool. Definitely recommend that one if you're the podcasting type. On Audible, I also listen to books on Audible. I listened to like 25 books last year, y'all. It's pretty awesome. Falling behind this year because I don't drive as much as I used to with Prime. since I used to drive so much more at Prime, I had a lot more time to listen to books. But just finished a book called Hostage. Can't remember the name of the author. Maybe David Balducci. Might have been David Balducci. And that was a great book. If you're into the kind of suspense thriller type of thing, that was a great book. And today I started, what is it called? The Ragman's Memory? I think it's called The Ragman's Memory. And it is a something Gunther. What is his name? John Gunther? Can't remember. But it's a something Gunther series. Kind of like Alex Cross, if you're familiar with James Patterson. Um, so, I don't know. Yeah, last two books last book I read and the one I'm reading now is fiction. Sometimes I just like a good story. Don't get me wrong, not sure if I mentioned, I did finish 10X a week or two ago, something like that. That was a great book. That wasn't really fiction. That was more like what I don't know if you call it self-help or whatever. Um, kind of like learning improvement, self-improvement. I don't know. That was a good book as well. So if you're listening, if you like to listen to audio books, how about drop your favorite book? I have Extreme Ownership is on my wish list. A lot of people have recommended that to me. Looking forward to starting that whenever I start it. It's my favorite one on my wish list, so I haven't started it yet. But if you like listening to books or podcasts, how about dropping in the comments? Tell me what you like to listen to, what you're reading, what you're working on while you're driving. That's kind of what I consider it. It's like working while I'm driving, getting it done. So we're gonna keep on trucking though. We got 260 more miles to do today. I have 3 hours and 56 minutes on my clock. So kind of close a little bit, especially with these hills. I don't slow down too much. And as long as nobody gets in a car accident in front of me, I do believe we're going to be okay today. Then we're going to shut her down, get a good 10-hour break in. Uh, then we got to start about time of let's see. It's 9:31 right now. So if we stop at 1:30, um, get a 10-hour break in 11:30, we should be pulling out somewhere about midnight. And then we'll get another full day in. And that'll be a little bit rough, but that is the only way we can avoid 30-mile-an-hour winds. It's the only way. And I would really like to avoid 30-mile-an-hour winds. I'll be honest with you. I'm just not trying to do that, man. But I'll be recording even if we're getting blown around, the truck's getting blown around. I'll be recording. You can check that out. Nevertheless, I'm about to turn this off and see what I can get myself listening to here. What did I say? It's 9:30. Man, it's so weird to be at the end of my day, but it's 9:30 in the morning. You know, it's like want to call your wife, but it's like your wife's at work. And usually at the end of my day, she's been off work for a little while already. So it is what it is. Figure out something to do, man. Feeling so weird. My whole mind feeling weird. I'm like super ready to drop this trailer so I can get back on a regular sleep schedule. Gonna take a 34, get a PM and an alignment done, and then get back to work. So if I get there, hopefully I can get back to work Friday, man. If not, maybe I can pick something up on Saturday, and if not, then we got the whole weekend till we go back to work. And that just is what it is. Ain't nothing I can do about it. We'll just try to pick something up, do a Monday to Tuesday drop. Nevertheless, I'll check you out in a little while. What is good with you? It is your boy Travis Kinley coming back to you with another one. We are at takeoff time, and this is the type of stuff you got to deal with in trucking. As you can see, there's the big blue truck right there in front of me. I have to make a more than 90-degree turn to my right. There is a truck to my right. blocking my pathway. So instead, I have to pull out to the left. And then in that spot right there between the small white box truck and the yellow cones, I got the blind side back into there just so I can pull out and make the left hand turn. Like sometimes you wake up, dude, you're like, bro, it is too early for all this. Like, it is too early for all this. Come on, get off. Like, if one blue truck was in front of me, totally fine. And you'll see after I make the turn and everything, you'll be able to see. If one blue truck was in front of me, totally fine. Now, I got two blue trucks in front of me. But, it is what it is. Yeah, I wouldn't have made that turn, man. I'm glad I didn't try. Because I thought about trying, I kept arguing with myself, like, I can make it. Maybe if I go in reverse, yada, yada, yada. No, you'll probably see the hot shot truck over there whenever I back up. I had to, like, open my window curtain for my sleeper berth so I could see relatively out the back window while I back beside this old box truck over here. Have something I can see. I'm trying to go slow so I don't cut my clock on doing this. All right, I see that. I'll take my seatbelt off. I got a feeling I'm gonna have to get out my chair and look one time before all of this is said and done. Let's see what happens. I think we're doing all right. I think we're doing all right. I think we're doing all right. Waiting to see my trailer out my window here. Got enough room on that side. Okay, I see my trailer. See my trailer. We're looking good. Oh, going a little bit too quick. That's all right. Instead of getting out and looking, I'm just gonna pull up one time, rid the trailer out, and back up one more again. Yeah, that'll do the trick there, brother. That'll do the trick there. Wasn't a perfect blindside back, but you know what it was? It was a it's 2:30 in the morning type blindside back. That's what that was. Okay, so now try to. It's gonna be the only open spot as we do this turn here. And you get, man, I know there's a lot of bugs on my windshield, man, but ain't too much I can do about that. Ain't too much. That spot right there, that little hot shot truck, little pickup truck, yeah. And I had to do a, like I said, more than 90-degree turn. I mean, I could have done 90 and got away with it and turned the rep, but I couldn't make even the 90-degree turn on that truck. Anyways, let's check the time because the boys are up the road. They plan on leaving, quote unquote, around 3 and doing 70 the whole way. So they had to come around this scale like this here. That's more than 90 right there. Anyways, uh, yeah, man. Um, Look at that. All the fuel islands are blocked. I would. All right, all right, all right. I don't feel like going to clean the windshield. Y'all got to deal with this morning. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I done started my drive line and stuff. It's time to ride. Um, but don't worry. Once it becomes daytime, like after this video right here, once it becomes daytime, you won't even be able to see the bugs. I noticed that yesterday. When it was daytime, the camera would focus so well on trying to make sure I don't doggone, hit nobody, do anything, as well as take that bump too hard. The camera would focus so well on everything outside of the truck that it wouldn't focus on the bugs. But right now it's focusing on bugs because ain't nothing else for it to look at. I reckon. No problem. I'm about to drink this coffee anyway. You ain't got to worry about me talking too much this morning. That's for sure. Where is the? I need 10 west. Blue sign goes this way. I thought it was right there, but I reckon not. This sign says to make a left up here. I thought it was that way. Oh, oh no, that's an off ramp. Y'all saw that. Y'all saw that left-hand turn where I said 10 West goes up here. I thought it was that way. I thought I was supposed to make that left up there, but 10 West says to go up and then make a left. That left-hand turn was an off-ramp. Yeah, that truck we saw make that left-hand turn is currently stuck with his hazard lights on, waiting to. He's trying to figure out how to turn around. Except Travis would have had a much harder time. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you're not a trucker, you're watching this video, make sure you read the signs. Make sure you read the signs. You think your trainer's always giving you a hard time about reading signs? He or she's not giving you a hard time, man. They're just trying to avoid stupid happening to you. If you read, stupid doesn't happen to you so often, man. And y'all just saw that. Had I not read, I would be stuck the wrong way on an off ramp with nowhere to go except backwards because, I would if I kept going forward, I'd got on the interstate backwards. So, trainers say read the sign, that's why. You saw it right there in real life. Except it didn't happen to me. It just, could have happened to me. So, here we go. We are officially back at work. You know what I mean? Officially on the clock, except we were on the clock before. Doing a pre-trip, but you know what I mean. We're officially driving in our drive line. Did about 723 miles yesterday in 10 hours and 57 or 56 minutes. Right day. Got 515 miles to do today. It started as 516, but I got 515 more. Oh, boys, that's what we got going on. What we got going on. Man, I look at the camera and I'm like, does it really look that dark? It doesn't seem it to me. I can see the truck stop where my buddies are at. This interstate must swing to the left a little bit. Swing to the left. Tell you what, I'm not really running on fumes, but I am kind of tired, dude. Y'all, I don't know if y'all remember me. Yesterday morning, I said, let me speed up a little bit, man. It's like, I don't just wake up ready to speed, dude. Like, usually I do like 60, 65, 62 miles an hour. I do like 62, 63 miles an hour, like first hour or two of the day. I don't just wake up ready to speed. But you out west, and you get on the interstate, speed limit is not 70, cuz it's 80. So they want you to pick it up ASAP. Don't drive 62 for an hour. So I just did that again. I caught myself doing 65 miles an hour. It's like, all right, dude, time to pick it up. You are on the interstate. Let's go. These miles ain't gonna pass themselves, brother. These miles ain't gonna pass themselves. Nevertheless, we run on fumes a little bit, but we're gonna be all right. I don't know. I just didn't sleep that well yesterday. We're gonna be all right though. 500 miles. That's it. It's 2 a.m. right now. Shoot, time as the sun comes up, probably be about 7, something like that. 6:30, 7 o'clock. Time as the sky starts getting bright, 300 of them miles gonna be down. Maybe more than that. 350 of them miles gonna be gone. So that'll be all right. And I'll have 162 to go. So I reckon I can do that, man. I reckon I can. I reckon I can do that. But here we are. We're getting to work, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, I am about to find me something to listen to, man. Try to find me something to listen to. Wake my mind up. Start drinking this coffee. Check in with you guys whenever it actually becomes light outside. We can see a little something. I tried to move my phone, but which I did move it a little bit, but tried to move it significantly to use the ultra wide or dual wide lens. However, whenever I use that lens, it catches the mount that my phone is on. So I moved it back for the sake of consistency. But check out, y'all. I'm gonna cut this camera on when there's something nicer to look at, and we're gonna try to. Well, we're not gonna try. We're gonna push our way to Tucson, Arizona, and we're gonna avoid the wind today. All right. Catch y'all in a little bit. Good morning, people. How's everybody doing today? We are 198 miles away from our destination in Nevada. We are passing through US 93 going toward Lake Havasu. And I thought y'all might want to see this. As you can tell, my windshield is dirtier than it was yesterday. And that's because I forgot to clean it whenever I fueled yesterday. Uh, I'm really not one for the windshield washer nozzles, and wiping it with the windshield wipers. I don't know. When I remember in the fuel island, of course, I am, you know, using a little scrub squeegee to get the bugs off. But, the bugs, it's kind of, we're just in season for the bugs. So, you know, I'm not in the habit of it. It's basically what I'm saying. I'm not in the habit of doing it just yet. So, I don't know. I get it eventually. Nevertheless, riding up. I'm going to say up because I'm going northbound, not because we're about to slow down going uphill. Riding up US 93 though, and I thought, man, these views sure are pretty. So maybe I'll record a little bit. If you've gotten this far in the video, I do thank you for watching. I did at least take the effort to do all of this. But I do have to say, look at the height on these cacti. Can y'all see the cacti going down the road? Look on the side of the road right now. Y'all see that? Look at that one. Y'all saw that? Anyways, man, they're huge. But I do have to say, I'm gonna have to burst your bubble. If you're waiting for me to get to my receiver, to my customer, I am unable to record there just because of the sensitive nature of the freight operational security. So I'm just unable to do that. Take you along for the ride as much as I can. Maybe I'll take you through Vegas, but I'm gonna have to shut it down on the interstate in Vegas. Actually, I don't know. I don't even really feel comfortable going through Vegas just because I feel like it gives my direction away where I'm going, and I don't want to do that. So that's not bad, dude. Doing 60, we're kind of approaching the top. Now we got to downshift. But yeah, getting it done, ready to get where I'm going. I am actually, kick those RPMs up a little bit fast. I don't know if you can hear it. I'm actually heading to the house after I drop this. So, of course, I'm excited to see my family. Excited to sleep in my own bed for a little bit. That'll be nice. Beautiful views, but I'll be honest with you, I would prefer to be on the interstate. I really would. Just don't feel like going through all this, man. At least I'm light. I'm really not that heavy. Not that heavy at all. When I weighed leaving with this trailer, with these items on the trailer, I think I was around 56,000 gross, something of that nature. Can't remember exactly. So I'm not that heavy. And that's cool and all. I just don't feel like I just want to hit the cruise, man, and go straight. Like if these hills weren't so bad that I could hit the cruise and not have to downshift, would have no problem. So I feel like doing that. Look at that hill. Y'all see that? I don't know if you can see it. You can kind of see it. So now I'm trying to speed up, but I'm also still going uphill right now. Is what it is. It's been a nice trip. Glad to be over here and done with it. Almost done. 193 miles done. It's been a nice trip though. Weather's been okay. Sure, it could have been better, but it's been all right. Well, I'm trying to pull this hill here. Oh, cat motor don't do too bad, especially if you start the hill above a certain speed. Especially like if you're able to start the hill above 70. Oh my goodness, it'll pull a lot better, at least for a good distance before you have to downshift. Like this one here is just gonna last too long. I can't keep the speed up, man. It's just better to downshift early so you can get the higher RPMs for ninth gear. We riding. We are riding. Yeah. I'm ready to go to the house, man. Hadn't been home since March. I left my house on, I think it was March 9th. Today is April 13th. Ready to get there. Somebody asked me the other day, it's kind of a subject shift, but May 17th to the 19th. Just so y'all know, I just got a text. May 17th to the 19th is the law enforcement blitz for the truckers. Anyways, uh, somebody asked me the other day, hey, what do you think about this tax proposal? Can't remember if it was made into law or not, but what do you think about this tax proposal that basically states, now if you're a trucker and you work 1,900 hours in a year, then you get a tax credit of like 7,500 bucks or something like that. If you're brand new, maybe 6,000, something like that. If you are seasoned, an experienced driver, I should say. And I was like, told him I don't look a gift horse in the mouth, but I don't think it's going to accomplish the goal of, you know, more drivers coming into the industry. That's what I think. Why do I think that? Is because a tax break is not the reason we need drivers in the industry. We don't need drivers didn't leave because taxes were high. So if you give them more money during tax season, you never actually doesn't solve the problem. This is just oh man, look more uphill. I am pulling with everything I possibly can. Doing 68. This hill right here might get me a little bit. Yeah, drivers didn't leave because of tax breaks or anything of that nature. You know, a lot of drivers, especially, whoa, look at this, y'all. Can y'all tell how much of a hill I'm climbing right now? I don't know if you can tell, but it is very different from just flat ground. I don't know what the grade is. I wish I did know. But yeah, man, drivers, especially W-2 employees, well, owner operators alike, man, they get out of the industry because of fuel prices and because of what's demanded of them. Like fuel prices, limited parking is another one that you hear all the time. That's why drivers are leaving the industry. Fuel prices go up, and then the rates come down. And you want to know why drivers are leaving, as far as owner operators, companies, company drivers. They don't want to stay because, you know, you want to pay them this low cent per mile to basically give their life to a company. Whoa, look at this hill. Oh my goodness. This is some backwoods Arizona stuff for real. You want them to basically give their life to this company. 6% descent ahead. That's what my Garmin just told me. Yeah, you want them to give their life to a company, man, but you want to pay them a cent per mile. You don't want to pay them for all of their time when they're waiting for 8 hours at some reefer DC. You don't want to pay them for that, you know. But you want them to stay in the industry though, for sure. You don't want them to leave. So I don't know. Tax break's not going to fix what's wrong. You might attract some people in the industry, but even if you're fortunate enough to attract people into the industry, it's they're not going to stay. You're going to find yourself in the exact same position every single year. Whole bunch of new entrants, but they're not. The tax credit is not going to. It's not going to get the job done. A lot of the government regulation, you know, people aren't. They're just not interested in that. Which for me, government regulation doesn't seem like as big of a deal, but that's because I hadn't really experienced life without it. You know, I've always been on hours of service. I've always, you know, been dealing with the regulation I deal with right now. So I don't know. Oh, let's get ready for Jake working, Jake brake workage, Jake brake usage. I don't know. Let's get ready for the descent. Make sure we're watching speed. But yeah, man, I don't know. I don't think it's going to achieve its intended goal, but sure, I don't look a gift horse in the mouth. I'll take $7,500 or 6,000, wherever you want to give it to me. Offset tax prices. You know, we're about to let this roll downhill on the Jakes. I'm not even going to use the brake this year. Whee! Sorry, got some butterflies real quick. That was nice. Nice little roll. Off the Jake for a second, and let's just roll right here. We're start at 65. Well, actually, I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. Trucking industry is so unique, man. So many great things about it, and at the same time, there's other stuff, man. All the other stuff. Whether you're company, owner op, there's so much other stuff. I can totally understand the guys who just miss the days when, they were just trucking, man. Like, dude, we were just trucking back in the days. Well, I sped up real fast just now. This days when you just truck, man. Just drive, dude. Okay, case in point. At the United States-Mexico border right now, in order to curb drug trafficking and maybe the 6% grade starts a quarter mile ahead. Okay. uh, in order to curb a lot of the drug trafficking and sex trafficking, things of that nature, they are inspecting every truck that crosses the border. Well, dude, that makes it so there's like long lines. You got to wait forever. And who does that affect? The driver. Now your hours of service are all out of whack. That or you have to make a decision. Am I going to break the law and go off duty even though I'm not off duty? I mean, you see what kind of decisions you're forcing in a driver's face when you do that, man? Like, come on, man. Come on. Give us a break. Just let us drive, you know? But at the same time, I get it, right? Drugs, drug mules, and trucks pulling affects trafficking, all that. I get it. But I don't know. 6% next 3 miles. We're going to drop this in ninth gear just to be safe, man. There's no need to haul tail down the mountain. Really no need at all, actually. It's not that serious. It is not that serious. So yeah, man, it's like you you got these trucks just going through so much regulation, right? Owner operators. Here's another one. Owner operators paying more and more in tolls constantly, more and more in tolls. You know, what is it? Like nearly $100 just across the G-Dub Bridge one time. Oh, we'll get the agent to yada 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 yada. That's just one example, man. It's just one example. Like that's a ripoff. I get it if your tolls are for the purpose of fixing the roads, but if you ever drove across GW Bridge, that thing is not being taken care of by toll money. I can guarantee you that. Okay, it's terrible. So I don't know. Ain't no tax money gonna fix all that. People are gonna take that tax money and leave, especially if they're company drivers. If they're owner operators, that tax money is just gonna absorb some costs. They're not really gonna be able to spend it on, a motorcycle or something fun. It's just gonna absorb some cost. Sure, they might get a little bit of it back, but it ain't gonna be that serious. So I don't know. It's not gonna achieve its intended goal. It won't happen. It's not gonna happen, ladies and gentlemen. But anyways, I wish my windshield was clear so y'all could see a little better. All right, going back uphill. Get her back up to 70 or so, or whatever the speed limit is. I mean, yeah, I think I'm glad I dropped to the lower gear. I didn't feel like going all fast, especially since I don't know this highway. I don't know it's some turn or something I got to deal with. But this is becoming an extremely long video. I got to put all of these clips together. Nevertheless, I'm about to sign off here. You kind of see what I'm dealing with here, and it looks like I'm starting to come out of it. I know everything behind me was what I was thinking would be like cool sights. It's what I appreciate the most. Anyways, I'll check back in with you one more time whenever we are passing the palace, or I think that's the way we're coming in. So, be back in a sec. Hey, everybody. It's Travis again. I actually dropped my load already. I totally forgot to record on the way to, but it's too late, and it is what it is. So I figured I'd close the vlog here because this highway's beautiful. And I went to the Blue Beacon, so my window is nice and clean. I was like, man, they'll be able to see it, everything. And this is a very beautiful ride. It really is. Very hilly at the same time, but super pretty, man. The mountains are super pretty. Just a very nice ride. It really is. This it's got like a nice solar farm you can see. This pond, or I guess this would be a lake. This lake here that we're about to pass. Look at this. Beautiful, right? Golly, man. Beautiful. Stunning. So I was like, yeah, this would be a good spot to record. Man, I swear we really do live in a very beautiful country. Look at this, y'all. We live in a very beautiful country. I mean, can't deny it. Can't deny it at all. Look at this, y'all. There's a helicopter up there. You probably can't see it. And we got the Hoover Dam coming up. So it's just beautiful sights, you know. Nevertheless, I'm coming back this way. This is the way I came from. So to go, like if I was going back to Jacksonville, this is the way I would go, you know. Um, so I'm coming back this way because this morning, me and the guys ate at this diner called the Black Bear Diner, and it was delicious, right? I need a 34-hour reset, and that's how delicious it was. It was so delicious. I'm driving 100 miles this way just to do a reset. Just to do a reset. Ooh, there's a casino right there, but I'm not a gambling man, but I thought it might be cool. But yeah, so I'm literally driving all this way just so I can eat at the Black Bear Diner over my 34. And maybe there'll be something else fun to do. Maybe they'll have a pool hall. I wouldn't mind playing some pool. I ain't gonna lie to you. But it's like a little community, you know, where this highway right here and I-40 intersects. So it's literally the only reason I'm coming this way. I want my 34 right here. I also thought Johnson's Logic was going to be down here, which he is, but he's just not at the Black Bear Diner. He decided to go somewhere else. I was like, all right, well, I'm not parking where you going because they ain't got no Black Bear Diner. It is what it is. That's all good. Tomorrow I'll edit this video, relax, have some good eats. I will. Shoot, I forgot. Edit the video. Man, can't remember. There was something else on my list. But just kind of catch up. I cleaned the truck when I was sitting at the terminal last week. So I won't do that. But, you know, I'm just going to hang out, chill, whatever. Just chill. What beautiful sights. You know, I love being out west. Most truckers do. Most truckers who, you know, come out west, there's it's hard not to love it, man. It's just so beautiful. So beautiful. You just get away from it all, you know? Get away from it all. I don't know if y'all can hear my Jake every time I hit it. It's not that loud because I don't have no weight on my trailer. Look at that bus right there. Like a old bubble. But, man, it's so beautiful. Golly, I wish y'all could see off this bridge. It's the Hoover Dam. It's beautiful. Anyways, man, I wish y'all could see. But, what was I saying? Yeah, man, that's why truckers like coming out here, man. You know, don't get me wrong. Listen, if you're watching this, you live on the east. Listen, I live on the east too. I get it. But golly, this is where it's at. You want to take your Harley out, this is the ride you want to take your woman on, man. This is the ride, you know. You want to go for a drive in your convertible, this is where you want to go. You know, you want a back porch that overlooks natural beauty. Out west is where you really want that back porch. Now, sure, we got some spots in the east, mountains with trees and stuff, but come on, man. We also have a ton of stoplights and skyscrapers, you know, the sort. Not out here, man. There's so much just natural, untouched beauty. Untouched beauty. It's awesome. It's great. So I just love driving out here. You got so much time to think, man. Reflect on life and life's decisions. Allow your brain to process information, experiences, relationships, ideas, you know, just decisions you've been weighing for a while. You have so much time to process this stuff. And then you get back east and it's like, wake up call, okay. You know, as soon as you hit like Dallas, it's over. Fort Worth, you know, it's over after that. West Texas, you know, it's kind of your last taste. Say your goodbye, dude. Once you hit Fort Worth, it's over. It's all down the drain. It's all down the drain. Vacation done, you know? It is what it is. So It is what it is. I wouldn't mind moving out here. My sinuses don't do too well. It is what it is, though. I'm gonna start recording earlier, but I got a call. It was another example. Like earlier, we were talking about, the reason people don't want to be truckers. Are you paid for your time? It's another example, especially as a company driver. This matters a lot as a company driver. You're not really choosing your own loads. Even lease drivers, man, when you're not really choosing your own loads on a load board to see all of the options available to you, when they're just coming at you one at a time. Earlier, I sat in a blue beacon for more than an hour and a half, something like an hour and 45, almost 2 hour mark, but not long enough for me to stop my clock. And I had to leave after that on duty, though, for work. But it's like I just sat in this line for 2 hours basically and didn't get paid for it really. As an owner operator, I guess, I got paid for it because I was being paid to, uh, you know, return a trailer. And because I really like the customer, I'm not returning no dirty trailer. You got them customers that don't treat you right. You'll just kind of give them their trailer back and tell them to have a good day. If you got a customer that treats you right, you're going to return it. Relationships, right? But I sat in that line 2 hours, and if I was a company driver, that's 2 hours that you're burning off of my time to run miles, right? So if you woke up, let's just take my schedule for example. Today I think I woke up at 2:45. Woke up at 2:45, 2:45 or 3:45, 2:45. You woke up at 2:45, and then you do all this work, and then you go sit for 2 hours. You can't stop your clock, and then you just start driving again. That's less miles you can accomplish that day. So now when you get to your destination, let's say tomorrow, if you got there and you had a window from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and you get there at 3 p.m., well, if you got there at 8 a.m., if you got there at 12 o'clock, maybe you could have got a load, but by 3 p.m. they get you unloaded, and there's nowhere to go but a truck stop, and you've been driving all day, so the day is done. You see? Y'all get what I'm saying? It's just like things like that, people decide, like, I don't want to do this anymore, man, because my time is not appreciated. I mentioned reefer drivers. Be doggone sitting in a dock for 8 hours, man. What in the world? And I'm not getting paid to be here? Or I'm getting paid what? At Prime, as a company driver, detention was something like 15 to 20 bucks an hour or something. It's like, it was maxed out at something like that, to the point where it was not worth your time. You would have been much better off doing something else. But what do you do, man? What do you do? Situations like that, what do you do? That's just life, man. This 34-hour reset's gonna do me good. Past 4 days, 3 days, today's Wednesday. The past Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yep, 4 days. Past 4 days have been working days, pounding the pavement, dodging the weather. It's kind of cool that I did this vlog because it's like I'm talking about the past 4 days and you were really there if you watched this long. But past 4 days have been really cool. Been like hard work, so I could use this 34 to just chill, man. Watch TV or something. You know what I mean? Just relax, yeah. Catch up on my shows. Let me tell you one thing. At this Black Bear Diner, if I don't have no signal at this Black Bear Diner, oh, we're relocating. We are relocating. I got a couple hours on my clock. There's a Love's like 5 miles away from the Black Bear Diner, TA. We will be relocating somewhere. I got diamond status at Love's too. So, anyways, I hope you've enjoyed these views. If you've made it this far on the vlog, thanks so much for checking it out. While I'm thinking about it, just want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. If you're listening and you're not subscribed, will you subscribe, please? If you don't want to, it's okay. I'm chill. I'm cool with that too. But thank you to those who have subscribed to my channel. Thanks to those who have been following my journey for so long. I really appreciate it. It has been a heck of a ride. I've really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed making videos. I've enjoyed sharing my experiences. I've enjoyed just kind of keeping y'all updated on everything, you know? So just wanted to say thanks. Sometimes I look at my YouTube channel and I think about the experiences, man, and I'm just grateful for the community, the YouTube community. So just want to say thanks to you all. If you're driving right now, keep driving safe. Keep your eyes on the road. You know what they say, keep the rubber side down. Keep the left door shut. Keep your wallet in your pocket. But you guys, you know what the motto is. Work hard, play hard, sleep hard. Find you somebody to love. I love y'all. Don't forget, it's not about what you believe. It's all about why you believe it.